For Filipino and other products from Asia, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables, poultry, meats, and seafood, come and visit 88 Supermarket with branches at 4801 Victoria Drive and its new location at 2611 East 49th Avenue in Vancouver.
Philippine News Canada is brought to you by Rayford Media Group.
Hello mga kabayan! Narito na ang pinalawak at pinalakas na coverage ng Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver Nationwide. Mga pangunahing balitang nakalap ng aming news team para sa linggong ito. Mula dito, nag-report sa Surrey, ako po si Rosette Correa. At ito, ang Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver. Bagyong Rolly rumaragasa ngayon sa Pilipinas.
So ito ang kondisyon ngayon. So dito sa Cavite City, ang buong Cavite ay nasa warning signal number 4 na. Pero medyo mahina pa ang hangin. Pero sana naman po huwag nang lumakas. Matunaw na siya bago pumasok dito sa Pilipinas.
Ang bagyong si Rolly or Goni na international name ang tinaguriang Asia's most powerful typhoon this year. Lumapag ito sa Pilipinas with a maximum sustained winds of 225 kilometers per hour. Ayon sa State Weather Service, tumama ito sa Catanduanes on Sunday at 4:50 local time at tumawid na ito sa kahabaan ng Luzon, padaan sa Maynila at sa mga karatig na probinsya gaya ng Cavite, Laguna at Batangas. May mga 1 milyong katao na ang evacuated from their homes. Ayon sa Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration or PAGASA, may babalang pagbaha, rain-induced landslides at sediment-laden streamfalls na makakarating ngayong linggong ito. May mga nakaset up na evacuation centers sa mga nasabing probinsya na dinaanan ng bagyo. Ngunit mahirap ang evacuation ngayon na nangangailangan pa rin ng COVID protocols. Ayon kay Mark Timbal ng National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, minomonitor din nila ang Mayon and Taal volcanoes for possible volcanic mud flows. Ang mga ports and airports ay sarado at ang mga schools, gyms, and government-run evacuation centers ay ginagamit ngayon na temporary emergency shelters.
Ito ngayon ang kondisyon. Ayan na. Pagdating na ang bagyo. Ay na, andito na pala. Ayan. Grabe na. Ramdam na po lakas. Dito ako sa rooftop. Medyo malabo na yung phone. Okay, medyo namamasa. Mula dito sa Cavite City. At umulan. Dito sa bayan po. Wow!
Pinay Youth Miss Congeniality sa Miss Universe Canada.
The Miss Universe Canada 2020 Miss Congeniality Award. You know that in every group there's always that fun, endearing, loving, funny, the one girl that's always singing in the background and is like the life of the party. So our group of delegates is no exception. We have a Miss Congeniality, and the winner is Jenna Escobedo.
Pinakita na naman ng mga Phil-Canadians na maaaring makapag-compete ang ating mga kababayan sa kahit na anong larangan. Tinaguri ang Miss Congeniality si Jenna Escobedo ng Vancouver sa recently concluded Miss Universe Canada na ginanap sa Ontario sa last week ng October. Isa si Jenna sa 7 representatives ng BC na sumali sa pageant na sadyang kakaiba this year. Sa ating one-on-one, kumustahin natin si Jenna Escobedo, Miss Universe Canada's Miss Congeniality.
Magandang araw mga kabayan. Kasama po natin ngayon ang isa sa mga very special ladies natin sa ating Filipino community. Very special indeed because she won one of the awards in the Miss Universe Canada pageant. Please welcome to our show, Jenna Escobedo. Hi, Jenna.
Hello.
How are you?
Very good. Very good.
Okay. Well, we're so proud of you for participating in the Miss Universe Canada and for winning a special award. But you can tell us a little bit about that later. Just tell us a little bit about yourself first.
I am Jenna Escobedo. I'm currently 20 years old, and I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia.
Yay!
Yeah, I work as a preschool teacher as well as a hip hop dance teacher.
Oh, fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
so apart from your very busy schedule, joining pageants and competitions, and I'm sure because you're a dance instructor too, right? So tell us about your studio and tell us about how you reach out to the young kids and the youth out there.
So for my studio, I work at Boogaloo and as well as Fresh Groove, and every single day I see a new face, especially amongst Filipino children and youth. I see many people come in and feel right at home for dance. As through dance, you can get to know each other and get to blend with other races and other cultures, and then everyone mends well together through this outlet, which is dance. And also, if you need to contact me for any information about the dance studios, you can message me through Instagram, which is Jenna MVRIE, or you could contact me through my email, which is jenna.escobido, ESCOBIDO, @gmail.com. If you guys like to join any dance studios or just join any dance classes just to get started and try it out, really.
That's awesome. Actually, yeah, we will put your address on the screen. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you were mentioning something earlier when we were talking about a young boy who just came from the Philippines. What's that all about?
Oh, so actually today in the morning I taught a class at one of my studios called Boogaloo, and this one Filipino boy, I know he came from the Philippines recently, but he came into class and he mended well with all the other kids that were there, and he had a great time. As dance really does bring cultures together and does bring people together, as you have one love for dance and everyone loves dance, so everyone gets together well and actually feels at home while you dance, which is amazing. And I love seeing that through classes and through dance.
That's fantastic. Have you ever thought of using, Philippine dances, like Philippine folk dances or even Philippine songs into your routine, so that, because you were talking about how young people are so attracted to dance and of course attracted to music at the same time. So if we have these young people coming in from the Philippines who are new, and if you put the new songs in the Philippines that they know that could be part of your routine, has that crossed your mind?
Moments it has crossed my mind, and we have done it before in the past, but mainly we use did the songs for fun, as it's like we mainly use like either spaghetti blah 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 or we use but other than that we actually we have inspirations from Tinikling actually, and also right now as I see throughout the dance community, Tinikling is becoming a norm in hip-hop routines.
Oh, is
I
that
see
right?
people actually, some people actually bring out the bamboo sticks in their routines. I do tinikling in the middle of their routine, and it's actually really cool.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, that is
yeah,
so cool.
yeah.
I'd like to see one of those routines. I haven't seen it in any of the presentations. So hey, send us a video so we can see what it looks like. Hey,
I will. I
yeah,
will.
absolutely. That's fantastic. You're a very, very busy young lady. So how do you put time into that and school as well? You're also in school, right?
Yes, actually, I graduated very recently last year.
Mhm.
I graduated from early childhood education, but now I am a preschool teacher. So it's a bit tough to manage all my work as well as doing pageants on the side as well as
Mm.
volunteering. But then with my passion and my urge to actually want to help others, it's really there to just drive me to continue to do more and to continue to do my best in everything that I do.
Okay, that's wonderful.
For Filipino and other products from Asia, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables, poultry, meats, and seafood, come and visit 88 Supermarket with branches at 4801 Victoria Drive and its new location at 2611 East 49th Avenue in Vancouver.
Well, pageants. Wow. When did you start joining pageants? Why do you like joining pageants? Tell us all about it.
I started in 2018 with Miss Filipino International,
Mhm.
and actually it wasn't me who put myself in that pageant. It was actually my mom. She
Of
was the one
course.
who, yeah, she was the one who signed me up, and she didn't let me know until it was close to the pageant day, and then she let me know, and then I went there, did it. But other than that, I took a break from pageants, and then I during quarantine this year, I was really thinking to myself as to if I wanted to do another one.
Mhm.
I knew Miss Universe Canada was open for applications, and I decided why not? As to I really would like to help and spread and share my advocacies with other people. So I decided to join, and it was actually quite a lot of fun.
So, did you represent BC to the pageant? And where was the pageant? Where was the pageant held?
Yes, I did represent BC as long as a few other girls as well from Vancouver or Duncan represented BC, and it was held in Toronto.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So there were a few ladies who joined you as part of the BC
Yeah.
team of contestants. Oh, that's wonderful. How many were you altogether?
I believe from what I know, there was around 7 of us.
7 from BC.
Yes.
And you were the only Filipina, or were there others?
Actually, there was another Filipina named Catherine Legaspi. She's from Edmonton.
Oh,
And then
okay.
one of my friends, actually, that I met last year, she also joined the pageant too. Her name is Nicole Enriquez.
Oh, is she from BC as well?
Oh, yes, she's from here. Yes.
That's fantastic. Wow. Now they get to know really how beautiful we are, right? That's wonderful. Now, you mentioned COVID, and what was different? Because I know you joined pageants in the past. So, what
Mhm.
was different with this pageant this year?
With this pageant this year, there was many regulations that had to come in to have play. As all the rehearsals that we had, we all wore masks, we all kept safe and kept our hygiene up, as well as during the prelims and the final night, there was no audience at all. It was just us
Oh,
and the judges, and as well as people to take pictures and the photographers and the camera crew. And other than that, it was just us in the building.
wow. And of
Yeah.
course, there were no masks, right? Because
Oh,
they wouldn't see your faces and your smiles, your beautiful smiles.
actually, they gave us a clear mass. So if
Oh,
we're all,
okay.
yeah, if they were all on stage together, we had the clear
Mhm.
mass on. But if it's just us ourselves running or going on the runway alone, they allowed us to take it off.
That must have been surreal.
Yeah, it was.
I cannot imagine a pageant with contestants wearing masks because your smiles are what makes pageants, right?
Yeah,
It's one of those things that makes pageant. And wow, with masks on, that must have been really strange. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
it was.
So the travel to where was the pageant held?
It was held in Vaughan, Ontario.
Okay, so how long was that? Did you have to stay there? How many days were you there?
Um, I was there for roughly a week, and the whole pageant started on Monday. I believe it was October 19th, and it was held until October 24th. So it was 5 days in total.
Okay, so you were there for 5 days, all
Yeah.
expenses paid, and you didn't have to worry about anything, right? Did you? In the past, I know that uh, the contestants were, that you were able to around in the city and in the different communities. Were you able to do that as well?
Oh no, due to the increasing amount of cases in that specific area that we were in, we didn't do any outings or any restaurant visits. We were just held at the hotel in our rooms, or we were at the rehearsal space, or yeah, to continue to do rehearsals and everything. So it was either the hotel, rehearsals.
Oh, like I said, must have been really strange, right? But anyway, it is what it is.
Yes, it is.
So, so you won the Miss Congeniality Award. Tell us about that.
Oh, um, I wasn't really expecting Miss Congeniality as while I got to the pageant, I completely forgot that Miss Congeniality was a thing. So I was just continuing to be myself and continuing to speak to all the girls and continue to uplift their spirits and empower them as well. So I believe that's what made that specific award happen, just due to my personality and due to my love for all the girls that were at the pageant.
Absolutely. And it really shines through. Miss Congeniality is one of those awards that really tell you what kind of person you are, personality wise, and, and all of the things that you do for the community. And speaking of which, pageants seem to be one of those activities that not a lot of people are very happy with. And I mean, we live in this politically correct environment where a lot of people are so much against it. So why pageants? What is it for you about pageants that, it is actually something worthwhile to do?
I believe that pageants can be seen as a way to uplift and empower other women, as well as to empower the youth. Through pageants, we get a platform that not many people get, and we get to share our advocacies and as well as share our personal experiences and as well as our thoughts and opinions to continue to uplift and continue to share what we have on our side and to continue to help other people to continue to move forward and to continue to to just move on and oh no, not move on, but to continue to move forward and push through all the barriers
And
they
help
have.
others. Yeah, absolutely. I guess the pageants have changed all throughout these years, where before, as before, people have criticized it as a meat parade of some sort, and derogatory as it may sound, that's what people thought about it. But after, I've interviewed many young ladies who have gone through pageants, and all of you are saying that it is a platform for change, right? And that's what we want for, to make the world a better place to live in.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Okay, so what's up for you next? Now that the pageant is done, as Miss Congeniality, do you have any responsibilities that go with it? Are you going to travel through Canada and, do your work as part of the Miss Universe Canada organization?
Actually, as my title, I just want it for within the pageant, but then there's no specific things that I do need to do I do not need to go to another pageant or anything like that. But I do plan on actually joining another pageant maybe in the next year. I plan to apply for Miss World and give that a try and give that a go. But other than that, I'm continue to work and to continue to work in my community and to help and better everything that's happening right now, especially with all the unsureness and all the insecurities that are happening right now due to COVID. So
Mhm.
I'm going to help all the families that I can and just to continue to uplift everyone.
That's fantastic. That's very good. A lot of young Filipino Canadians, especially those who just arrived in the country, also need some guidance. Is there any volunteer work that you are doing to be able to reach out to a lot of young people who may feel disparaged or they may feel out of place and all of these things? Because it is an issue within the Filipino community that we need to reach out a little bit more to the young people who do come into to Canada to live here with their and be reunited with their families. Do you have any projects or volunteer opportunities as well for that?
Currently, at this very moment, I do not, unfortunately, but I do plan to continue to host more workshops as well as dance workshops since I am a dance teacher and that's the way I enjoy to help the community and bring the community together. I host dance workshops on the side just to get everyone together and to get the youth together just to
Great.
make everyone happy and just to share joy.
That's awesome. That's perfect too, because a lot of Filipinos do like to dance and do like
Yeah.
to sing. We have our own karaoke machines at home, so we
Yeah.
make use of that all the time. And I'm sure you've had many dance performances in front of your relatives in the past.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
I'm guessing until now.
Yes.
That's wonderful. You are such an inspiration to a lot of young people. Do you have any messages for, the young girls out there, our, not only within the Filipino community, but our young girls and our young boys as well, to the youth? Do you have any message for them?
I believe my only message to everyone is to continue to push through all the obstacles that are in your way, and push through all the barriers. As I do realize life is really tough and it can get really hard, but then there's always something on the other side of that. And on the other side of that, it's really great. So I just continue to encourage you to keep going and to keep pushing as life will get better and you will find joy through some sort of form. But I do hope that you have this life. And I do hope you wish best of luck.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. You are such a lovely, lovely young lady, and we hope that a lot of people follow you and a lot of people get inspired by you. Let us know about your programs, your projects. PNC Balitang Vancouver is always open for you to to share your talents and to share your these opportunities for young people out there. Okay.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
Okay, God bless you and good luck. Let us know about Miss World next year.
I will do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. God bless you.
Bye, thank you.
The celebration of Christmas in the Philippines is widely known for its colorful and unique traditions. In welcoming the most wonderful season, the lantern or parol serves as Filipinos' iconic symbol and greatest expression, for it represents the Star of Bethlehem that led the wise men to the newborn child Jesus. That same star is also the inspiration of the people of San Fernando, Pampanga, whose creative hands and colorful ideas turned this glorious star into twinkling, sparkling giants, giving birth to the Giant Lantern Festival. Back in the 16th century, the Augustinian friars introduced the practice of procession of saints. People started the tradition called Lubenas, a parade of lights where people of the community bring lanterns before going to church for Misa de Gallo. The first recorded giant lantern maker was Francisco Estanislao of Barangay Santa Lucia. In 1908, he officially introduced giant lantern making in San Fernando with the use of bamboo and cocoa cloth. On December 26, 1909, the earliest photo of a Christmas lantern illuminating a street in San Fernando was captured. Later, in 1927, Severino David introduced the kalakate, a steel rod attached to a paper cover pad which enabled the lanterns to be connected to electricity supplied by the San Fernando Electric Light and Power Company, or ISFELAPCO. Written accounts in the 1930s first mentioned the Giant Lantern Festival in San Fernando. Battery-operated lanterns came in the 1940s, and molding of steel wire was introduced in the 1950s. Last year, a 16 feet traditional giant lantern intricately made by our very own Arvin Kiwa, made waves in the international scene as it represented the country in the Jerusalem Festival of Lights hosted in Israel. In coordination with Philippine embassies and consulates, San Fernando Lanterns continuously travel and bring colorful lights to different countries such as Switzerland, USA, Brazil, Kenya, Italy, China, Australia, Pakistan, Iraq, United Kingdom, Ireland, and Lebanon. And with the active collaboration of leaders who value the preservation of history and culture, the annual Giant Lantern Festival, celebrating 111 years of giant lantern making, continues to sparkle. With more competing giant lanterns. Bigger, brighter, and grander. These lanterns are Fernandino's pride and also signifies shared hope, faith, and love not only in the Philippines but in the global community.
Maligayang Pasko po sa mga Filipino-Canadian dito sa Vancouver. On behalf po of the officers and staff of the Philippine Consulate General, nagagalak po kami na makasama kayo at mabati kayo ng maligayang Pasko at manigong bagong taon.
Let these magical lights continue to add brilliance to the season and keep shining on.
At dito na naman nagtatapos ang balita namin para sa linggong ito. Kung kayo may mga komento, mga issue o balitang nais niyong ibahagi sa aming programa, ang PNC ay bukas para sa inyong lahat. Mag-email lamang po sa balitangvancouver@gmail.com o tumawag sa 604-588-6397. Mula dito sa Surrey, ako pa rin si Rosette Correa at ito ang Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver. For Filipino and other products from Asia, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables, poultry, meats, and seafood, come and visit 88 Supermarket with branches at 4801 Victoria Drive and its new location at 2611 East 49th Avenue in Vancouver.